Bit of a review, because Fraser, you caught up with Nick Woodrow.
Yeah.
Cracking game.
Cracking goal scorer, one of the greatest we've ever had here. Gordon's seen probably more goals than I am from, up there with the best strikers we've ever had in the Pembrokeshire League. I don't think that's up for debate, is it? And still doing it now. 5-0 for Hakin on the road. A good win, actually, there into the quarter-finals. Obviously been there before. We thought it was their time last year.
Let's ask Hakin fans, who was the better striker, Joe
No,
or
don't
Nicky
start that.
Woodrow?
Don't start that. Yeah.
It's in your face.
But they're through, and obviously Carew, Gordon's already reviewed their great win for them at home. But good at United, will be disappointed. It's a tournament they've obviously got great pedigree as well. They went to Pontley and lost, so good at Carew in the Senior Cup this Saturday. God takes on extra significance now, doesn't it?
That will be a game, Fraser, won't it? Goodwick, currently top of the league in Pembrokeshire League at the moment. Carew, I think, are in about 4th place, I think.
And won at Goodwick in the Senior Cup last year.
Yeah, and it's a big game.
They've done well, haven't they? Because it's a dicey start, Carew. Obviously, my old mate Bracey in his first year in charge, and they've regrouped somehow.
Yeah, well, they had a great start to the season, Fraser.
Well,
they beat the Bridge,
and
then they sort of fell
yeah.
off a bit. But to be fair to Kerry Brace and Scott Richards, they've got the squad gelling together. They have recruited Marcus Griffiths, ex-striker of Half West County as well, with a bit of Welsh League experience. Yeah. He's come on, and that's helped them. Jordan Richards left last week.
Again.
Carrots was telling me to go to Merlin's Bridge at the weekend. Yeah. No, all jokes aside, that is
big tie.
A big tie. I wouldn't put money on who's going to win that. It'll be, obviously Goodwick with home advantage. It is an advantage. But the way Carew have been playing lately, it won't be an easy one for...
And 3 other interesting ones as well. Kilgetty versus Bridge. Kilgetty finalists last year, of course.
Yeah, Kilgetty, they've done well as well, Fraser, in Division 1. They've adapted
very well.
First season back in the top flight. They're capable of beating any team on their given day. They give Moncton a good run on Saturday. They were leading 1-0 at half-time, as I said earlier. So, yeah, they got a bit of strength and depth there.
And Bridge just off the back of teetering a bit lately, aren't they? Had the loss to Goodwick, obviously a close game. Drew Tish on Saturday, which was probably a blow for them in terms of the table.
They were 2-0 up as well, Fraser. I mean, you can't give away two goals. But fair, you've got to give credit to Tish for fighting back, because they're trying their best to stay in the top flight. Yeah. It's tight down the bottom. They're still in second place on the same points as, I think, it's Penna Robbins. Just goal difference between them. So there's still... and Neyland had a good win on Saturday as well, against St Clair's.
Speaking of Penna, they go to Moncton Senior Cup.
Yeah, that's an interesting one for quite a few reasons. My old mate Chrissy Lloyd, manager of Penna Robbins for years and years, and he moved to Moncton Swifts this season. And he is the last manager that Penna Robbins, when they won the Senior Cup and they beat Moncton in the final, I think it's about 2008 if you look at the records, Chrissy Lloyd was manager of Penna Robbins, but now he's jumped ship. He's with the boys over in Moncton, and he'll be wanting his team to get a bit of silverware. Well, get to the semi-finals anyway.
And Tenby Camrose, Division 2 versus Division 3. Tenby not been in semi-final since 2014. You remember they won it, and we all thought, never forget that, you thought that was actually a breakthrough moment for them with the side they had, and they were going to push on and actually challenge Hakin, who were reigning league champions at the time, next season. It never materialised. A couple of years later, they were gone.
They folded.
It was an amazing turn of events.
Incredible, wasn't it? We all thought that Tenby were the emerging team to sort of dominate for a little while. Especially with the talented boys they had at that particular period. But as you said, it didn't happen, Fraser. It was about 2 or 3 years later they actually folded. Incredible. But, Camrose, they got a couple of good youngsters in that side. It won't be easy for Tenby, but you would expect them with home advantage to get through
At home, I'd say so. I'd go...
So what are we going with then? Goodwick to beat Carew.
I'm going to go Goodwick.
Yeah.
Bridge, but not with a great deal of conviction.
Okay.
And I'll go Moncton Tenby.
Well, funny enough, didn't the Bridge play Kilgetty a couple of weeks ago at Kilgetty, and it was 2-2, and they were awarded a controversial late penalty.
97th minute.
Joe Leahy scored.
Yeah.
Well, talking of controversial calls, you've got Jason on the comments here. Tish, good for a point on Saturday. We went at the races, but doesn't help being stitched. 1-on-1 with Tish keeper, goal scoring opportunity, and keeper gets a yellow in the first 10 minutes, not a red. Bridge were in 2 up, Gord, 2-1 down.
Oh, well, Jace, you just drew, mate. You're throwing points away. You're throwing the points away. Then,
VAR will have to sort that one for us.
So they're your predictions. So you're backing what would arguably called the favourites when you're looking at Goodwick. They've been unstable this season. I don't know. We're running out of time though. We've got the red thread with Tim Cooper on the way, but Fraser, friend of the show, Jordan Hart, she's got a new trophy on her mantelpiece.
She has, yeah, back in Wales and Welsh Champion again. Now that Poland nonsense is all behind her. Obviously, no, I'm joking. We know why she went there, but she's taken the decision. She's come and she's established herself again as a Welsh number 1. So well done to her. Yeah,
a trophy she's had her hands on numerous times.
Yes,
I might add
I know,
as well.
I know.
Yeah.
Well done.
No, it's fantastic. It's great to see as well.
We should mention we could have a first ever Premier League. A Premier League winner as well if City get done for their 2013-14 season. Joe Allen on standby.
Come on, Joe. Come on. I'm backing him all the way.
Leaving Swansea might have been worth it after all.
But anyway, gentlemen, we've come to an end already. The Six Nations continues on the weekend. There's plenty of sport to keep us busy as well with the football. The cup there, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping a close eye. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back Friday morning with Bill Khan for the Premiership Sports Update on the Friday morning, and we'll be back here again next week for the Pure Sport Show with Eaton-Evans and Morris. In the meantime, enjoy your sport. Let us know what you're getting up to, whether it's football, rugby, classic car racing, as we heard from Jason earlier. Whatever you're doing, we would love to hear from it. And get in touch. studio@purewestradio.com. But for now, Red Thread with Tim Cooper, 9 o'clock on your Monday evening.
Tim Cooper, the Red